Hey, my name is Erin Wolfman May, and I've been a member at Temple Israel since 2013. This is my kitchen and my cooking show for the day, and today I'm going to make a traditional Jewish deli sandwich called a Reuben, but I'm going to make it with no animal products. It's going to be a whole foods, plant-based, vegan version of a Reuben sandwich. So this recipe is actually really simple and just uses a couple of key ingredients. The first one is sauerkraut, which you all know is the most delicious topping to a Reuben. It's kind of salty and fresh and delicious. The other piece is going to be a Russian dressing, which we're going to make out of dill pickles, some ketchup, and you can use a vegan mayonnaise. I'm actually going to use cashew cream that I've made at home, and I'm going to teach you how to do that with whole cashews, lemon, and some filtered water. And then for our meat, we're going to use tempeh. Tempeh is a cultured fermented soybean and grain patty. It's really delicious. It's low calorie and really high in protein. Actually, one serving of this coupled with the other stuff we'll eat today is about half of your daily protein needs. And we need some bread to put it on. So I usually use a sprouted grain bread. These are two of my favorites. Ezekiel bread is a sprouted grain bread you can get pretty much anywhere, and then Trader Joe's also has a bunch of different breads that are sprouted and delicious. They're higher in protein, lower glycemic index, and of course we're going to use the rye version today for our Reubens. For our cashew cream, we're going to do raw whole cashews. It's key that they're raw. You want to go ahead and take half a cup of these, soak them overnight or for a couple of hours at least, drain them, and then put your half cup of cashews, about a tablespoon of lemon juice, fresh squeezed, and enough water just to cover the top of where the cashews lie in a blender or in a food processor. I've already blended this, but I'm just going to show you. Once you have all of your ingredients in your blender, you turn it on. This is going to be loud. You blend it. I usually put it on 3 cycles on my Ninja, which is maybe 3 minutes total. I laugh because I call it my triple cream. And then after you blend it, it is ready to go. So for my vegan Russian dressing, I've taken a little scoop of my cashew cream, a squirt of ketchup, and some roughly chopped kosher dill pickles, which are my favorite, and I feel like also make this dressing the best. And then we just kind of mix this up until it looks like Russian dressing. Okay, so next we're going to take our tempeh and we're going to prepare this to toast in a pan. So I've put a non-stick pan on about medium heat just to heat it up a little bit. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and cut this right down the middle so that it's just cut in half. And then you can take the tempeh right out of its package. You just kind of squeeze it out. This is what it looks like. It's just kind of a little brick of brown rice and grains, which is also fermented, so it's really good for gut health. And then I'm going to take each piece of tempeh and I'm going to slightly kind of chip away at it, almost like shawarma, with a very sharp knife, so that it winds up making thin pieces, just like this, just like you would see in a pastrami. And then I'm going to keep cutting this and come back and put it in a pan and show you how long to cook. Okay, so my pan is hot. I'm going to take some of my tempeh and just place it right on the hot pan. Again, it's a non-stick pan. I'm not putting any sort of butter or grease or oil or anything in the pan, just letting it toast by itself, and it'll toast really nicely, and the more it toasts, the more flavorful this becomes. Okay, so this is the easiest part. So you're gonna take 2 pieces of your rye bread, and you're gonna start by putting some of your Russian dressing that you made on each slice, and just smoothing it out so you get a nice dollop on each piece of bread. It's gonna make it creamy and melty and delicious. It's also gonna kind of hold everything together for you. So next, you wanna take your tempeh pastrami and just go ahead and pile it on one side, as much as you like. And then on top of that, we're gonna take our sauerkraut And just kind of pile that right on top of your tempeh pastrami. Again, as much or as little as you like. I love sauerkraut, so I could put the whole jar on here and be happy. And just eat it out of the container, which I often do. And then we put our top of the sandwich on and kind of give it a nice press down. And then we're gonna put this in our hot pan. So cooking the sandwich is really similar to cooking a grilled cheese. You can just put your sandwich in the pan if you want and toast it on both sides until everything gets nice and warm and melty. That's how I would do it for myself. I'm making this for my husband, who is not whole foods plant-based. So I'm gonna put a little bit of Earth Balance vegan butter in the pan just to kind of coat it and give it a nice creamy flavor when it cooks. And so once you kind of have your pan coated as you would a grilled cheese, you take your Reuben sandwich and pop it in the pan. And I'll be back to flip this in just a moment. Okay, I flipped my sandwich to the other side and toasted both sides evenly. I'm now gonna take my sandwich and a knife and just cut it down the middle and show you what the inside of this looks like. So that is the inside of our sandwich. I'm not sure this is the best lighting. And now let's go have my husband taste test it and see what he thinks. This is my husband Matt, and he's gonna try our vegan Reuben sandwich. Might be hot, oops.
Perfect.
It's good.
Really good.